Investing in gold doesn't have to be complicated. I'm Colin Plume, the CEO of Noble Gold Investments, and I want to take the time to show you how investing in a gold IRA can help you hedge your bets against inflation and other economic concerns on the horizon. Visit Noble Gold Investments and get our free gold investment guide on buying gold the right way. And make sure you're investing with the right company. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com.
Good morning. I'm still reporting on the coup. Sunday morning, 3 freedom-loving refugees who escaped communist countries gave Americans a stern warning about what happens when the rule of law evaporates, as we are seeing in the persecution of President Donald Trump.
Xi Van Fleet is a survivor of Mao's revolution in China, and Peter Lumaj was born and raised in communist Albania, and Hung Cao is a refugee from Vietnam. Thank you all. I'm going to start with you, Xi. How do they handle, people who oppose the political establishment in China?
Yes, I grew up in South China, and I know what it's like to live under a tyrannic government where the law is the will of the party and the will of a dictator, where anyone accused of holding an incorrect political view can lose their freedom and even their lives. During the Cultural Revolution, President Liu Shaoqi, the number 2 man in CCP, was persecuted and exiled, and there's no law there to protect him. And every American should be enraged and terrified that our country is becoming a communist banana republic where one party can abuse its power and weaponize the legal system to go after the conservatives, from parents to former president. And Trump is so right when he said the left is not after him, it's left after us, all of us. That includes the people who hate Trump, people who are cheering for the indictment, and people who think they are on the right side, the winning side. When totalitarians win, no one is safe. No one.
Your message is so powerful and so spot on. Hung, I think what's concerned me the most in all of this has been what Xi alluded to, which has been the silence from Democrats. There's not one. I think it's only Alan Dershowitz. That's all we got. Even some high-level Republicans, Mitch McConnell, Thune, Senator Thune, silent on this. What say you about that, as that being, one of the scariest parts about this?
No, you're right. Their silence is deafening. Right? I mean, this is this is what we escaped from Vietnam. My maternal grandfather was taken away. Was taken away in the middle of the night. He was a magistrate, and he was just executed in the middle of the night. This is what's going to happen in our country. I grew up in West Africa. I spent 7 years over there, and this is how a coup d'etat happens. I mean, this is happening right now in our country, and we're trying to sound the alarm here and now.
Yeah, it's really scary. Peter, I talked to some Venezuelans at one point on my podcast, and I asked them when they knew things were really, going bad and not able to come back from it in Venezuela. And they said, when we saw our legal system weaponized and used against the opposition to make sure they had no power. Your thoughts on your experience with this in Albania and what this Trump moment means for you?
Look, I never thought that I'm going to live in the United States 33 years after I escaped communist Albania and see exactly what I left behind in Eastern Europe coming to the United States. When Stalin's right-hand man said, just give me the man and I'll find you the crime, this is what's happening in the United States. This is about a political submission. They want us to submit to an ideology, an evil ideology called socialism. Usually they start with the leader of the movement, in this case, Donald Trump. They will persecute and prosecute him for political reasons. Then they would go after the family and the businesses and eventually as the supporters of this movement. Each and every one of us is going to be subject to this political persecution and prosecution unless we stop it. This is madness. I've seen this movie, and I don't like the ending of it. Americans are going to have to wake up and resist this kind of perversion of the law, because once we lose that freedom and that law and order in the United States, the rest of the world is going to be chaos and lawlessness.
I really hope America is listening to you guys. As you said, you've seen this movie before, and we all know how it ends.
I'm still reporting from just outside the citadel of world freedom. Good day.